Welcome back to Dadskillz. Now today we are going to review another possible money-saving option, and that is the garden solar floodlights that I installed about a year ago. Now they've proved to be quite reliable despite some of the reviews on the websites that I showed in the previous video. That video I will link in the description below, but these were available from B&Q and Screwfix at the time. I think they still are, although the ones at B&Q seem to be discounted, so whether it's going to be discontinued, I don't know. So before I show you the setup now, because I've got 3 of them now outside, let's just take a look at the previous video. I'll have a quick unboxing, and then I'll show you how easy they were to install and set up. So this is what I've gone for. It's the LED garden solar light with 2 movable lights on and a PIR sensor from Screwfix. And in Screwfix at the minute, this light is $42.99, although the prices do seem to go up and down. Another company owned by the Kingfisher Group as well as Screwfix is B&Q. B&Q have got various own brands that they use, one of them being Dial, which stands for Do It All. But this one was labelled under Bloomer, and they've got this priced at the minute at £40, although it has been as low as $34. And it looks okay. It looks okay. Well, I first saw this on the school run, funnily enough. And I could tell it was a solar light because it's got this little solar panel on top there. And the light always seemed to come on and it seemed nice and bright and it looked okay. It's got a little look of Steinel about it, even though, you know, Steinel are a nice, expensive, good looking make. This doesn't look too bad up on the wall. It looks all right. Very simple to put on the wall. It's got 2 screws, that's it. So you undo this little retaining screw, take the bracket off, and there it is, 2 screw holes, pop it on the wall. Easy as that. It's got a little switch on there, on and off. So it's got a battery inside that the solar panel charges. There we go, just popping it on the wall. Easy as that with the old Marksman pen. Makes it a lot easier, puts a bit of chalk on there. So a couple of reviews said that the PIR had to be lower down than normal because it doesn't move. And I actually found that I've actually lowered it since I put these on. A couple of bricks down and now they're absolutely fine. Pop it on and then you've got a retaining screw at the bottom. Just like every other PIR, it's got 3 adjustments on there. It's got the lux level that you want it to come on at, sensitivity and the amount of time it's on for. So if we take a look in Screwfix at the moment, there it is. The LAP outdoor LED solar floodlight with PIR. And it's $49.98. Here we are on the B&Q website. Now it's not here on this list. And it seems to have been replaced with this one at the top that's $34.99. It's a nice looking light, but they haven't learnt from the mistakes of the other one, and that is a fixed PIR on there. So you have to have the light quite low down to be able to set it off. And it actually says that in some of the reviews there. So they haven't changed it from the first generation, if you like. And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of these reviews, you see in the clearance section is our light, and it's now 24 quid, which is interesting. And we'll finally have a little look at Amazon to see what's out there. And my biggest bugbear with solar lights is that they just look awful. They look ugly. And I don't think it's improved much over the years by the look of these. Although, saying that, I've not tried them, so functionally, they may be really good. This one looks okay, just under 20 quid. It's got very good reviews. Very good reviews, and it looks okay. And then you get something like this coming up now. Good reviews again. But it just looks ugly, I think. So So let's take a look at the setup now. So as you can see, my grey light that I originally installed next to the back door has now changed to a white one. We'll come back to that. And there's the second grey one. I've not long cleaned the panel on all of them. And there we go, it's facing what little sun there is today. Now there's my electric floodlight with a PIR, and that's just on a lead that goes into a socket. And that's only on when these lights run out of battery because there's not enough sun for them, which isn't yet. They're still growing strong, and we're getting into October. And here we go, here's the white version. Now I found this on Amazon and I can't find it again, which is really disappointing because it was really cheap, and it's excellent. And it seems to have taken the lessons from the grey ones, and it's got a 360 PIR sensor below it, which is great. And so 3 of them together work fantastically well. So I hope that review has been interesting and useful if you're considering maybe swapping over to a solar light, or you haven't got a light there at all and you're weighing up the cost between getting an electrician to fit you a mains powered floodlight, or you're thinking about some of these solar lights. So if you are seriously thinking about the solar floodlight, there are a few tips that I've got for you that could help you through the winter, because the lack of sun, and it is Britain after all, so it's going to be a bit dreek. The lack of sun is maybe not going to charge those batteries enough. So as you saw outside, that's why I've got that small floodlight that's electric, that's obviously off for most of the year. But if I'm not getting enough sunlight on those floodlights, I can then turn that on, turn the solar floodlights off, and they can charge. And then into February, maybe January, February, I can turn them back on again. I always try and keep the actual little solar panel clean. Try and keep it as clean as you can. You might need to just pivot that solar panel round a little bit, maybe lift it up or down, and hopefully that should help you maximize the amount of sun you're getting into that battery. And the last thing I would say is reviews. Reviews. There's a lot of this kind of product out there, and they're probably all made in China, and the range of quality you get from a Chinese factory is quite remarkable. I would have said they churn out some good stuff and they churn out some absolute crap. So look at the reviews. So that's it from Dadskillz today. Let me know about your solar journey and leave me something suitably photonic in the comments below. YouTube, now in its wisdom, will recommend something to you that it thinks you will enjoy. I think you'll enjoy it too. Take a look at that, and I'll see you again. Cheers.